Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going over a black-white Soultrader. This is another combo deck built around Soultrader and Gravecrawler. Basically, for those unfamiliar, you sack Soul Gravecrawler to Soultrader to make a treasure to recast it because it's a zombie. Do that over and over and over. Each marionette lets you convert that one life into damage, and then God of Souls will give you your life back, making it truly infinite if you need to. With two God of Souls, you can get infinite life and energy. And you can also generate a bunch of creatures dying for Spymaster's Vault, which lets you draw a bunch of cards, put a bunch of counters. If you've got like a God of Souls and these two, you can make a creature as big as the amount of spells in your library, give or take. And yeah, other than that, we've got the Cats package, God of Souls, Onslaught Pride, and a Johnny, just really broken MH3 cards. A Johnny, no red permanents, but still just kind of an unbelievable card. We do have a one of Nizumi Link Breaker, which can make a red permanent. A bit of a potentially strange inclusion. I could see it being terrible. I haven't had too much opportunity to test it out, but I think it's good as a one of in theory. If you can find it off of Night Narrative AOs or get it back with a Chthonian Nightmare or whatnot, having that, um, the ability to just have access to that kind of effect can help you burn your opponent with a Johnny if you need to, or their creatures. We've also got one of Carrion Feeder as another zombie, some interaction spells, two Fatal Push, but we do want a lot of creatures in the deck for Night Errant, so we're only running two Fatal Push, three Chthonian as the non-creatures. And speaking of a Chthonian, uh, even though we're running three because it's just terrible in multiples, it's still a really strong engine card, and we've got like a lot of 2-drops that make multiple bodies. A Johnny, Marionette, and Bowmaster are already good with Chthonian Nightmare, and back Soultrader, get the combo going. Eventually, you can get back a Night Errant, but that's not actually that effective because it's just going to be a 4/4. And yeah, as for the mana base, we've only got one Boggart and one Phyrexian Tower because we do need a lot of swamps, but also we want a basic plains. We have a lot of white 1-drops. And so we've still got three Spymaster's Vault, but other than that, we've got just a lot of fetches and shocks to support it. I mean, like, other versions running 2 to 3 Boggart, 2 to 3 Phyrexian Tower because it's really good in this deck, but we can't really afford it here, unfortunately. And yeah, so that's pretty much the main deck. Go to the sideboard. We've got two portable holes, just answers cheap creatures, answers hate like unlicensed Hers, Pithing Needle, whatnot, Nile Spellbomb. Got two Dranoth Magistrate, because Storm is picking up on Moto, two Sun Cleanser just for the energy matchup, the just can control or Boros / Mardu aggro. Aggressive energy decks. Three Thoughtseize for combo with control. Flare of Malice is good versus Breach Eldrazi and just also creature decks in general. Also really important against Nadu. Mimic Massacre is great into energy, and then we've got a bit of extra Graveyard Hate and combo hate. Damping Sphere against Storm and Eldrazi and whatnot, though it's a little bit awkward because it does somewhat shut off the Grave Color combos. I'm still not 100% sure about it. I think if your meta doesn't really have too much Eldrazi, it's probably better off being something else. But I have seen a lot of Eldrazi on Moto recently, and now Spellbomb, just a bit of extra Graveyard Hate. So yeah, that'll do it for the deck. Real quick, before we jump into the video, gotta shout out my Patreon. If you want to support me and you want to read my writing, I'm not sure exactly what content I'll be doing quite yet as recording this on this deck, but definitely I'm going to be putting out something on the Chthonian Nightmare decks in general, War and Soul Trader combat decks in general. So definitely check that out. I'll have that linked in the description. And yeah, if you want to support me, that's the best place to do it. Also, make sure if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, etc. And join my Discord, link in the description. All right, let's get into the games. All right, welcome to match number 1. I think we'll be keeping this hand a little awkward with the Spymaster's Vault here. We don't have a Swamp. I think on the draw, we're probably not leading on the Onslaught Fight anyway, though, so that's fine, especially against a black deck that most likely has access to copies of Bowmasters. Here's the Swamp. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? Do I want to play the... I guess there's no downside now, so do I want to play the Onslaught? I mean, now the answer is probably yes. If they have a Bowmasters, then we could just Bowmasters their Bowmasters, so it's kind of fine either way. If they don't, we're rewarded pretty heavily since they're forced to remove the Onslaught Pride. Look a bit like a Bowmaster is the fact that they're main facing the fetch, but it is what it is. Gotta spend the mana, right? And then we can potentially try to set up Night Errant on turn 3. Oh, it's actually a Psychic Frog. Ooh, well. See if this Fatal Push resolves. If it is, we are in very good shape. If it doesn't, hopefully no Force Negation one time. Don't love that they're tanking on this. Really don't love that they're tanking on this. Yeah. Unfortunate. Thought Scour, interesting. I guess that's because of Murktide. Would be surprised if those decks usually ran it, though I haven't seen it much. But yeah, that's unfortunate. They still need to answer the Ocelot. Like this is still like a threatening board state, but this is a real issue. They're not even gonna have to jump it, they can just attack. We can't block. It's gonna be 1 damage, but they're gonna start drawing cards here. If they find out Bowmasters now or like cheap removal, it could easily get out of control pretty quick. They can jump it next turn, so we can't really chomp even with our tokens. So what I could do here is play a land, play a 2-drop, play Knight Errant, not attack with Ocelot. The issue is they can just counter it, and I'm in... Well, I'm not even in that rough shape if they counter it is the thing. Because I'll have gain life off the Guide of Souls. You don't actually mind doing that. Plays are on removal pretty nicely. If they have a counter spell, then I'll just attack. Something like... What do I call it? I keep forgetting what it's called, but the... sure, Fatal Guide of Souls. Yeah, that's not that surprising. So now I just hope for no Bowmasters. And for this All-Star fight to get through, they could easily have like another Fatal Push as well, but... Just takes it. Takes it one time. Takes it. Nice. Trigger. Okay. Okay, I don't mind how this looks now. They're gonna have to exile cards to jump this frog if they want to get... I want to start drawing cards because I will be chumping pretty happily, which will make a future Murktide less threatening, which is nice. I've got this Knight Errant coming now that is going to be a lot less awkward now that I have a bunch of tokens. Also got this Chthonian Nightmare. I can pretty easily double spell next turn. Potentially triple spell. I'm not sure how viable that'll be, but theoretically, if we draw a land, we could play 1, 2, 3. We would have the mana for it. Let's see. Oh, opponent's just passing. Interesting. So they're worried about me gaining a life for Ocelot, meaning they don't have an answer for it. That makes me want to just jam. I think. Jam how? So I could play Chthonian Nightmare. They have to counter it. Because otherwise I get back to Guide of Souls and play Nezumi. I think I'm kind of in for that. Or I could just... Yeah, because then I get to resolve the Knight Errant, which I think is a pretty big game. The mirror doesn't really have a Wrath, so it's going to be very difficult for them to catch up after that. And if this Chthonian Nightmare resolves, I'd rather do it first. Ooh, Spell Pierce. I don't actually love to see a Spell Pierce. Because that means I can have another counterspell here. They're not countering this Link Breaker, though, I don't think. I had to guess, but yeah, I was gonna slam the Knight Errant here. The odds that they don't have a counterspell kind of low, I think, but worst case... Oh, nice. I was gonna say they're probably not attacking anyway if they don't draw something because of the Ocelot still. Like, they could have attacked last turn. I think I just take 2 Ocelots. I don't think this Boggart's gonna be particularly impressive. So I think I might as well. And yeah, this is somewhat threatening for my opponent. Sure. I will block this frog with the Knight Errant if they give me the opportunity, though. I think if they're attacking, they're either exiling cards from the graveyard or just not attacking. And then next turn, given I've drawn these Ocelot Prize and Night Rat, honestly, it's a Bowmasters. Oh, didn't want to see. Why would they not attack if they had a Bowmasters? That makes no sense at all. What? That was just a free attack. That's really weird. Yeah, they definitely could have played that better, I think. Hmm. Let's see what they've got here. Yeah, I'll snap off this block and make them discard their entire hand if they wanted to win this combat. And with them having access to no cards, I think I'm pretty confident in my ability to win the game, or at least advance it. Yeah, I assume it's all land based on this. Sing it this. Yeah, I think they really should have just jumped it. Oh, yeah, they they discarded a Murktide. Uh, I definitely think my opponent just forgot to give it flying. Not the most stealth, because they could have just played a Murktide free combat and what, it's delve 5? So they exile 5. I mean, I guess I don't think they were even supposed to attack in that case. I don't know. What a yeah, weird play. That's fine though. I gotta figure out what we're doing here. I think it involves shocking in a land and just swinging out. I want them to double block the marionette. If they don't, so just slamming the double Ocelot and holding up Bowmasters probably. Could go for a big Spy Master's Vault activation. Uh, yeah, this is a bit of a blowout. Boop. Yeah, and then we're just slamming the double Ocelot, and it is going to be extremely difficult for my opponent to catch up from without really any good catch-up mechanisms is the thing. Like, even if they for some reason were main decking Toxic Deluge, they would still take a bunch of damage, and I'd end up with the 1/1. So I think I'd still be ahead. But without any such card, their best draw to alleviate pressure is like Bowmasters or something, but they're still just gonna be taking so much damage. So I was exactly Bowmasters. They block here, trade off, take a bunch of damage, but still kind of maybe get away with it. Oh, yeah. Um, Still if they swing, yeah, and this means I can pretty easily beat a Bowmasters. Because the issue with Bowmasters is that they kill a bunch of creatures, and if they keep the Bowmasters, then I can't spam Master's Vault, but yeah. Don't let this happen. Can't just let me go to damage. There's way too much damage. Round and a lot, huh? Sure. Yep. And so before damage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I let this through and then activate Spymaster's Vault. A bit unfortunate that I don't get my Ocelot triggers, but it is what it is. I'll put the counters on. Just my worst creature, I think. Oh, they just scoop it up. All right. That works. I think they were just pretty dead anyway, even if I had all lands on top. Against Dimir, I kind of want this Flare of Malice, just because killing our creatures is really important. Don't want Portable Hole because it doesn't hit Merc, but I think I like that. Maybe I want some number of quantities. I don't want the Link Breaker and Carrion Feeder. I'm gonna board those out. Go down like one Grave Crawler. We go like quantities. I think I have enough. Maybe I don't have enough black creatures for 2 flare. I'm cutting Nezumi. This is fine. I want to board in too many creatures because of Knight Errant. On that draw, it's going to be tough because they are somewhat of a tempo deck, but You know, we'll just have to see. I think I'll keep this. It theoretically can keep up with the frog because I can go turn 2 Bowmaster's Flare. I think, given that I only have one Surveil land, and I'm kind of happy with. I suppose I'm not happy with lands and spells. I just want spells, so probably will just Surveil away any land and keep any spell with Surveil land. I think that's a fine usage. Bowmasters is good because it makes holding up counter spells awkward for my opponent. I really don't want to see a frog. If I do, I think I just have to go for the Bowmaster's Lair and hope they don't have Force Engagement, which they shouldn't post for. They really shouldn't. I have very few non-creatures, but it looks like they just have nothing, which is even better for me. And yeah, I'm gonna go for Shadowy Backstreet. Surveil 1. You know what? I'll keep another Bowmasters. I think Bowmasters is really good in this matchup, and given that I have the Flare, I'm not even just gonna like randomly lose to a Murktide out of nowhere. So I think I'm happy to just have a bunch of Bowmasters. I think this is totally fine. And I am just not playing into. Wow, I just cannot remember the name of it, but the the counterspell that counters the Carlos CMC2. Why can I not remember the name? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I will just be slamming a Bowmasters. Subtlety be damned. If they have their own Bowmasters, I have my own Bowmasters, so who cares? Also, something cute about Flare is if they go for Bowmasters, trigger Bowmasters, you can Flare the Bowmasters, and then that'll also fizzle the trigger so they don't get a 1/1, so it's basically when they Bowmaster as a black creature of yours, you can just 0-mana kill it, but given that I have so many Bowmasters, and I'm mostly worried about Murktide right now racing me, or maybe Frog, and not so much Bowmasters, I don't think I'll be doing that. As good of a value play as it is, theoretically. I'd be surprised if they had a Bowmasters here, though. Seems like they're jamming one here. Nope, it's a Frog. That's fine. Alright, I think. Okay, do I respect Spell Pierce? That's the question. Because if I don't respect Spell Pierce, then what I can do is I can attack with both. They block the Bowmasters. I flash in another Bowmasters, ping it. They need to discard a card, and then I sack the Bowmasters to Flare to kill it. If I do respect the Bowmasters, what I do is I attack with both. They block the Orc. I Flare Malice. If Force Negation, I can Bowmasters. Oh, I suppose. If they force it, they would have 3 cards in hand. They could put it to a 5. Yeah, no, actually, I think because of Force Negation, I think this goes so well for me because of Force Negation that I'm in to do it. And if they block the Bowmasters, I'll just sack it to Flare. Yeah. I'll just do this. Alright, that's good. I like that. This is a totally fine exchange for me, given how important Psychic Frog is to their overall game plan. And I think at this point, maybe I was definitely supposed to play the Boggart, wasn't I? But I think I can probably try to race a Murktide. Yeah, I probably should have played the Boggart probably because of Murktide. That's the issue with Flare of Malice, is that when I cast it there, I don't have it for Murktide. Yeah. Yeah, in hindsight, I think that was a mistake, because it would only get Subtletied, but they couldn't have anything else for it on, like, 2 drop. Because spell snare. There we go. Because of spell snare. So can't just attack for 3. They didn't keep up blue, so it'd be only subtlety that gets me. What are we saying, champ? Alright, I'll keep up this Spy Master as well. Well, I mean, I'm always casting a spell here, so I don't even think I need to bother. Hopefully I don't get punished. Subtlety would be really bad for me, I will say. Because then I just lose the 3/3. Okay. I don't love to see that. Don't lie. Hmm. Mhm. Can I top this? I don't know that I can. I think I have to play the Ocelot and try to get the ball rolling there. I'll bottom this. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I do not love how I've played this game at all. I think Ocelot is the higher upside play. If I play a Psychic Frog, I can play a Johnny and threaten the flip, which makes it a little awkward for them. But yeah. They have a Bowmaster, so we'll fall for Ocelot. I'm falling really far behind. Definitely should have played the Boggart, but I don't know. I think I'm supposed to attack with the army. I just get really punished for not dealing the Murktide because they had it. Well, I'll play the Phyrexian Tower. Don't think that it matters to play a Johnny pre-combat since if they have him, most probably just kill the Ocelot. I got something. The yeah, do this at least. No, this is going really badly for me. Wait, what? They trade? That nah. I mean, I guess, but even though I have Spy Master as well, it seems terrible to me. Like, quite bad. I think I gotta connive on the cat, probably, since I'll be trying to flip a Johnny. I will be trying to flip it with the Phyrexian Tower, though, so conniving onto the cat isn't great, but I think I'll keep the Knight Errant. Okay, I mean, theoretically I could race. There's a 3-turn clock. I can play, like, Knight Errant to another creature, and to flip a Johnny, and to, like, tick up. Or 0. The red permanence is a little unfortunate. That's one of the biggest downsides of this deck as opposed to Mark's Sack is you're not having red permanence for Johnny. Let's see. Take my beats here. Ooh, that's not bad. I'm gonna manifest everything because I want a Knight Errant. I think I'm supposed to not tap cat because it attacks for a lot. I don't know how many 4-drops in the deck. And double black casts a lot of things. Suppose there are like a number of white spells I could draw. But also, yeah, if it's just countered, it's a lot better for me. So, what now? I get it for 4. Then, what can I do next turn? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. don't think flipping a Johnny makes sense because it just makes my 4/3 into a 2/1. If I draw a creature, I can try to dive into something. Hits me for 5. Yep. Because I can play the creature, sack it to Phyrexian Tower, and then activate Spymasters with the creature having died. The number of draws. Oh, Psychic Frog makes things a lot harder. That's a blocker. Now I don't have many draws that get me out of this. It's definitely not one of them. So I suppose I'm supposed to swing out. I thought I'd draw into something with the Spymaster's Vault, and creatures dying is fine by me. They can block the Ajani and discard a creature. No, they're gonna block the cat. That makes the most sense. Do they want to discard 2 cards? No, they're just chumping. Alright, I suppose I probably want to flip the Ajani over sacrificing another creature. Yeah, we good with that? Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm just here because they already want to kill the Bowmasters. Yeah, it's 2 more lands. Alright. Fair enough. What do I want to change? Maybe I do want the second player. I don't know. Fatal Push is so good into Frog, though. I think I should run it back. Alright, on the play here for game number 3 should be nice. Ooh, what a hand. What a hand. Yeah, I'm in for this. So, play on the Guide of Souls. And then, to play it on Spell Snare, do I want to play Chthonian on 2? Because I'd rather Chthonian get countered. I do, yeah. If it resolves, we come to an interesting decision point. Really want them to have Spell Snare here. Rather than something like Fatal Push. Alright, yeah, so I could pay 3 energy and give it flying, but that seems kind of unnecessary given that they could just have Fatal Push. And then they could just counter the second Chthonian and strand it. I think it's probably kind of silly to do that. If this deck was better at making energy, then sure, but I think it's gotta be kind of silly to do it in this case. Yep, gets their Undercity suit. They get Frog, then I'm playing a creature and then I'm a lot more into give it flying, get pressure going, but I don't even know if they're playing Frog on 2. Yeah. I could play a Johnny. Or Warren? I think I prefer Warren just because it's more mana efficient. I do have this Surveil land, but if I draw 1-drop or untapped land, which is a pretty big percentage of my deck, something like 75% slash 3-drop, then it does in fact make my plays next turn more efficient. And so now they have a decision point where they can kill my Guide of Souls here. Thing is, if they don't, to try to get me the wasted 3 energy, I'll make a treasurer off the. Yeah, so there's the Fatal Push, as I expected. Warren comes down, and now that I have this Chthonian going, they kind of have to counter every creature. Second Chthonian makes things tricky for them, because first Chthonian, they can let me have it once and counter on the way down, but second Chthonian is going to give me some nice redundancy. And that's going to make things really difficult, because Chthonian, when it gets going, is kind of unbeatable. Because it's just a lot of value. Even like a Murktide struggles to race it because I can just use God of Souls to gain a bunch of life. Alright, milling lands here. Lots of lands. Not many instant sorceries, which is nice. It's gonna slow down a Murktide, or if not slow down, then Definitely delay when my opponent plays just because it'll be smaller, even though they could technically cast it earlier. Yeah, we'll see what they choose to do here. Wouldn't be shocked to see a Psychic Frog, and that would be kind of annoying for me, but yeah, no Frog. Frog is really the best card in their deck. Ooh, that's nice. So I'm just gonna get in. If they want to trade a Bowmasters for it, that's fine by me. It goes really wrong if they Bowmasters and then have whatchamacallit? Uh Spell Snare. But they got Slam a Johnny. They have to have two counterspells to make this awkward for me. And even so, yeah. Turn Scolding, huh? Alright, so I'm gonna get back a Johnny. Oh, if that's surgical, I'm so dead. Don't think I can really play around it though. Yeah, there we go. It would have gotten me at some point either way. And now let's see if they have counterspell for Chthonian Nightmare. Because if they don't, they're super dead. But I expect they do, yeah. And so now, what's going to really matter is seeing if they have a second counterspell for the second Chthonian. I suppose I shouldn't F6, just in case they don't, but yeah, trying to lock. Sure. Alright, alright. Yeah, now I'm kind of on the point in the game where I really need to draw something to... If they counter the second Chthonian, I'm going to be out of gas. Not a good place to be. They have a Bowmasters that makes things really awkward, make the Johnny really awkward, or the Spymaster's Vault really awkward. They have... Ooh. Yeah, I don't mind that, actually. I have a lot of ones and twos. I'd rather they counter the Knight Errant than the Chthonian. And not all counterspells work on the Knight Errant, but all of them work on the Chthonian. Keep up. I suppose I'll keep up weight. I suppose exactly subtlety works, but I want to get my creatures down. Like, part of the reason is I want to have them pitch cast subtlety rather than be able to hard cast it next turn if I'm playing Knight Errant. Consider. Alright, Desperation. Smells like Desperation. Keeps the card on top. Unlucky. Yeah. So from this, we can infer that they probably don't have another hard counter in hand. Hopefully. I think it's worth playing the backbeat, even though I could discard it to the Spymaster's Vault. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That's an insanely good one. Oh my god. That's busted. Alright, yeah, now with the Bowmasters on top, I actually don't feel that bad about this. Let's see what they've got, though. We're getting to the point where they could just slam a Murktide. But if they do that, then I can play Chthonian Nightmare, flip the Johnny, get back out of Souls, make a cat, flip the... Yeah, there's the Merc. Let's see. What are my options here? Probably want to play Bowmasters. No, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play Bowmasters first things first. Am I? They have a Scolding that might counter it. Or not a Scolding, a Spell Snare. That's what I'm worried about. They shouldn't have Force Negations post board. They might be worried about me flipping a Johnny. I'm just hoping this... Well, it baits out a Stern Scolding. Okay, I guess that's fair enough. Alright. Chthonian Nightmare? What do we say to that? Dissolved. Okay. Alright. So, now he can cook. I probably want to get back Bowmaster. It's probably the best creature in my graveyard. Right? Or I could get back Guide of Souls. Well, that doesn't really work, because the Murktide's too big. Though on the other hand, no, I have to get back Bowmaster so I can have sack fodder, I think. No, because I will have sack fodder. And if the Chthonian resolves, I'll be fine. So yeah, I think I get back Guide of Souls. Gains me some life. Going from 16 to 17 is extremely relevant with a Murktide in play, which is part of the reasoning. And also, it means that now with 3 energy, even if they can counter the Chthonian, I can actually pressure effectively. So I think it has to be better. The upside of Bowmasters is that I have multiple bodies. With Chthonians, I can sack worse creatures to it. Like I don't want to sack a 2-1, I want to sack a 1-1 that came with 1-1, you know? But I think this is probably my best bet. And yeah, this is mostly going to come down to whether or not I get to go crazy with Chthonian, because if I do, I'm just going to be able to race this Murktide. And this goes at a Johnny, which worries me because it implies that they have an answer to Chthonian, but also that buys me so much time. It means I can actually try to race them with Guide of Souls. But we'll see. At this point, if they have like too many efficient answers, I'm just gonna be dead. Please no Thoughtseize. Fatal push, sure. Timing on that makes me a little hopeful. Alright, well, no sense playing around Bowmasters since they could just kill it anyway, so I might as well attack first. If they have Bowmasters, I'm gonna get punished pretty hard for the Guide of Souls. If they have a counter spell, then I'm gonna get punished pretty hard for queuing up for a game of Magic. Yep, there's the spell snare. Alright, now I'm gonna need something. They did it on their turn, right? I'm not tripping. Yeah. No, I guess the timing on that makes sense because of Master's fault, regardless. Yep, consider. Okay, yeah, now we're getting to the point where I just ran out of cards before them. I don't know. Maybe Flare is better than Push. Maybe I'm cowardly for thinking I don't have enough black creatures for it. I don't know. That being an 8/8's kind of problematic. Needed them to have one less counter spell. But, you know, it's blue black. What are you gonna do? Yeah, here's the Thoughtseize is one turn too late. Yeah, these have not been good draws. That's alright. Yeah, it was one turn to draw something like a Flare. Chthonian no longer gets me out of this. I think it's just my 1-up Flare that can possibly even dream of getting me back into this game. I don't have any flyers to speak of to block with. Suppose there are cards that let me loot with Spy Masters into a Flare, but yeah. This. Yeah. I am just a... Alright, fair enough. Well, on to the next one. Alright, match number 2, and ooh, this is a stinker. Definitely gonna be mulling that, and yeah, this is acceptable. Bottoming probably a land. Which land? Probably the plains. Because of the Gravecrawler. So I'm leading on Guide of Souls for sure. Just want to get the energy train rolling, and then I'm probably just gonna go. Could go double Gravecrawler. It's more aggressive for sure. Actually, change of plans. So I think I was gonna go with the double Gravecrawler, but now I think I'd rather just go Guide of Souls Gravecrawler, and then I can actually trigger the Guide of Souls and start putting counters, and then next turn I can really go crazy. If I draw a land, I can trigger both because I'll have 3 creatures entering, so 6 energy. Otherwise, it'll be just 1, though. I would assume that my opponent would have something to say about what I'm doing. For their sake, I really hope so. What is this? Certain Catacombs will be Yogg if it's a more that Underground Mortuary. Yeah, I think it's probably Yogg, most likely. Keeps it on top, so we don't get to know for sure. It's fine. Yogg, I would assume, is a decent matchup. like we're a little faster. Yeah, this seems like Yogg or some other sort of Birthing Ritual deck. Maybe this is actually just Necro. I guess I should have guessed Necro in the first place. I guess some lists are like splashing green, right? For whatever reason. Yeah, okay, it is Necro. Well, we have a fair bit of pressure. Yeah, Necro isn't a great matchup though. We have some pressure going. Really need to dodge a Soul Spike. If they're aggressive with paying life, then they probably have one. Seems like maybe they do. That really, really slows things down. Yeah, if they have Soul Spike, it's probably pretty over. If they don't, if they do, they kill the God of Souls. Yeah, there's the all my aggression just gone. So that's unfortunate. Um, I suppose I still have like good draws, but anything like Phyrexian Tower might be my best draw. Just a second. Okay. All right. That's that's actually kind of reasonable. Okay. I mean, if they don't have another removal spell, then Bowmasters could really do a number on them. But they did just draw. I have seen 17 cards in their deck at this point. What do they exile? Yeah, it's not looking good for this Bowmasters, I would say. In fact, I think odds are it gets answered by a Bowmasters. Could also be a March, I suppose. They just pitched a bunch of lands the first time and some more lands and a Meat Hook. Which makes sense. Those cards do seem bad here. So Meat Hook specifically is pretty good against me, so that worries me. They might not realize, though. Oh, wow. They must have not had anything. Maybe they just kept a bunch of Shieldreds and Rings? But, yeah, they must not have a removal spell for Orc Bowmasters, and if they can't find one pretty quickly, they don't have a draw step to rely on, so... Yeah, if they don't have a removal spell here, they're pretty dead. Whoa. Really? Well, I guess I'll get in. We're just taking it? 4? Okay. Weird. So, I don't know, maybe their plan is... I mean, they're probably gonna play a One Ring here. Which, I'm not sure how much that bothers me, to be honest. They play a ring, tap to draw, lose life on their upkeep, but then I'll still have the Bowmasters in play, so they'll need to find something. Oh, maybe they have another Meat Hook? Meat Hook would get me. Well, wow. Alright. I was gonna say, Meat Hook doesn't entirely get me, because if they do it X=2, then I can connive onto the Orc army and maybe try to kill them, but they just didn't have an answer. Okay. Not sure what was in their hand, but we somehow beat the double Soul Spike. Alright. That is a strong showing for the deck. Alright, so player comes in to fizzle life gain and kill Shieldred. Baltiz comes in. None of the other cards are good. What do I want to cut? Probably this Link Breaker and Carrion Feeder is good. Fatal Push can go. Maybe like a Chthonian Nightmare seems a bit slow. And like a Night? Oh, actually, Night seems solid. Maybe I just want like one? Or maybe two Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think I like that better. Alright. I think Knight Errant of Eos could be pretty good because we can get off to like a fast start and pressure them with it. I'm not gonna mull this hand. Unsure how good it'll be, but you know, that's future me's problem. It does play into a Bowmasters if I play this Ocelot on one is what I'm worried about. Um, about Bowmaster is kind of a lot, I guess, but if I play Gravecrawlers, I might not Bowmaster it, so I think I'm forced to play Ocelot, and the reasoning is that if they have a Bowmaster, they Bowmaster it, and then I can Bowmaster the Bowmasters. If I don't, and they can hold up Bowmaster, that's really bad for me, because I want a Bowmaster before they... I want a Bowmaster on their turn 3, and I don't want a Bowmaster if it's not killing something. And the payoff of Ocelot hitting them is pretty huge. Graveyard Trespasser is kind of annoying, because that card is good against me. Randomly hits a bunch of Gravecrawlers and turns off Chthonian and whatnot. For some reason, it's been seeing more play in Modern, I guess, because it's technically lands up well into Flage, though it also is just a 3-mana 3/3 that dies to Flage, so, you know. I'm probably getting out of Swamp, so I might as well play the Marsh Flats. Get in for one, see if that works. It does. Alright, well, now I'm just going to pass. I would assume that if they're keeping a bad hand, it's because of Necro, and a hand that can't answer a creature on turn 2 is probably pretty bad. So, yeah, here comes Necro, and I'm just going to jam a Bowmaster. And just hope for no Soul Spike, I suppose. Though if they have a Soul Spike, a singular Soul Spike, that's somewhat beatable, because I can get this Ocelot train rolling. And then next turn I have a second one. I also did say that, like, I would... Well, they're probably looking pretty dead now. What do I want to do? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 permanents. I'm not main phasing the Bowmasters because of Meat Hook, so I might as well attack. And honestly, I don't want to play anything out just because of Meat Hook. If I play God of Souls or whatever, it just gets me wrecked. Oh, I could play War and Soultrader. Plays into Grief plus Phyrexian Tower, I suppose, but they have... Yeah, no, I'm kind of... Actually, I think I'm in for that, because it's also like, if they have a March or whatever, like, it actually shuts off the... Yeah, no. Definitely the correct play, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can't actually nail City's Blessing, but that's alright. So I can flash in Bowmasters if I want to here. It's a magnet for removal because it'll fizzle life gain. Oh, yeah. This is gonna work out pretty well, I think. So let the trigger go on a stack, and then I'm gonna sack play Bowmaster, black. And now they can't really pay a lot of life into this. That's for sure. And they scoop it up. Bowmaster too strong. Alright, on to the next one. Nice. Alright, match number 3, and this hand is looking pretty good, that's for sure. Got a nice curve out. Just got a War and Soultrader to burn my opponent out, especially if I find a Gravecrawler, which is like the one thing this hand is missing. Opponent just goes for a Flooded Strand. Looks like we might be playing as a control deck. That's alright. Because of this, by Master's Vault, I'm going to go ahead and get a Chalk Land rather than a basic. And slam this Ocelot Pride. Hope for no removal on it. What is... I guess Galvanic Discharge would be the card I'm most worried about. Because it's like a 1.5 for 1 or whatever. Because they get the spare energy. could be any number of different control decks. So this could be Dimir. This could be whatever this is. Jeskai? It's probably Jeskai, given Sculling Tarn. Nope, it's Dimir, never mind. Don't listen to me. Oh, don't bone master with me, please. Psychic Frog's actually okay. Well, okay. Don't love it. But this Onslaught does make it so it's awkward for it to attack. I have to slam this Marionette, and I'll chump if given the opportunity, probably. But also, even if I don't want to flash in Bowmasters right now because they are tapped out, so I'd like to take my opportunity to just play a thing, and then I can use Bowmasters to back up my attack if they attack with this frog. With flying, I can try to go like Marionette to set up, or Soultrader just killing them. I have options. Definitely have options. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to block. Denying them a card seems worth it, and I do get my bit of damage out of it. Unless they kill the Marionette, but if they're tapping out, that means they're not blocking the Ocelot. I would assume they have some way to answer Ocelot, otherwise it seems a little sketchy for them to attack. Yeah, they might just be holding up Bowmasters. That's what I would assume. Given that they could have Bowmasters, I think... Okay, I was going to say something, but actually if they have Bowmasters, they ping down Ocelot, double block the Marionette, I play Bowmasters. Doesn't seem like they have subtlety, so I think I'm in to risk it. Oh, we're just good with that? Interesting. Well, that means they're 100% holding up a counterspell. I don't want to play into it, so I'll just hold up Bowmasters. Oh, now that is value. Oh my god, that's busted. Gee. Wait, that's crazy. I've never done that before somehow. No. That sucks. Well, they don't have Bowmasters, so I guess I just want to resolve my Bowmasters now. I'm never trying to ping down the frog, but I can use it to pressure their life total if they're drawing cards with frog, or chump. And I just don't want to let them use their counterspell on their turn. I think Bowmaster makes the Psychic Frog sufficiently awkward for it to be worth it. What is this? I mean, surely they always cast Bowmasters if they have it. So if they cast it here, they must have drawn it. That's what I'm worried about. So they built an Archmage's Charm, which is interesting. I guess it is kind of bad here, to be fair. Yep, we're exiling cards. That's fine. Do I get my Bowmaster figure? Seems I do. Alright, nice bit of pressure. Don't mind that at all. Another frog. Okay. Kind of annoying. Ooh. Don't mind me and a Johnny. Actually, very good. Because I can go double 2-drop. So which 2-drop is the question? Which 2-drop do I want to see countered? Is it a Johnny? Is it Marionette? It's probably a Johnny, to be honest. Double Marionette is a lot of pressure. They have a counterspell. They kind of have to counter the Johnny, though. I'd be shocked if they didn't. Yep. Alright, and here is a Marionette. And now my opponent just kind of needs to kill all my creatures, but they get punished for killing all of them. Like, they need to deal with the Marionettes or they get burnt out. They got to deal with the Bowmasters or they can get burnt out when they draw cards off of Frog and their other spells. They also... Horn is a must counter because it just kills them, so... My opponent needs to have a lot of answers here. This is a good example of a game where they just couldn't really get the ball rolling, and so they're getting kind of out 1 for 1. Like what? You jump the frog, hit me to 16, great. Draw a card, ping you with Bowmaster, and then like I just have great attacks because it deals you so much damage whenever you block a creature. Yeah, like this isn't ideal for my opponent. Really. Okay, so okay, yeah, we're giving it flying. I was gonna say if we're not giving it flying, that's kind of a crazy attack. It also indicates that there's a Murktide in hand, but yeah, they just give it flying. That makes sense. Yeah, pitch it to 10. Well, gonna be Frog number 4. Frog is the best card in the deck, but it's not as good in multiples, I will say. Ooh. Well, that is very good. Yeah, so I'm gonna play the Marshmallow. It's got a swamp. Cannon Feeder? Now this is a must counter. Definitely a must counter. And then I'll just slam the Warren and GG's. Nice. Oh, okay. Or I just get to win the game for free. Yeah? Ping you for 2. Alright, I get to win the game for free. Nice. Okay, I think I'll go like I think I will board in all the flares and just not board out Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize, especially on the draw, is pretty good though. Maybe I'll cut this, I'll cut this, I'll cut um maybe I'm supposed to cut a Warren? Cut too many cards. Maybe Flare is kind of mediocre. Maybe only 2 Thoughtseize? Yeah, I think this is okay. I don't know. Sideboarding this matchup is weird because like all my cards are sort of good and removal spell is unclear. Yeah, I have to keep this hand. It's not the worst. Ocelot's a little awkward, but that's fine. Oh, maybe I should be boarding out Ocelot on the draw, actually. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I was probably supposed to like board out an Ocelot for the second flare or third Thoughtseize. I wouldn't board out more than one, but I think the first. I don't know. Yeah, I will just play it. And the payoff is huge if they can't kill it, and if they do, it'll be with like the punish is Bowmasters, and I can just Bowmasters of Bowmasters. Wait, hold on. There's no Bowmasters in my hand. What am I talking about? Okay, pause. Okay, then that was probably incorrect. I don't know, maybe it's worth the risk. But yeah, that was for some reason I thought there was a Bowmasters in my hand. It's been a long day, okay? No judge. Let's see, do you got it? No. Okay, well, if they have like a long goodbye or something, then I probably wanna make it so that they want to spend their mana countering my spell rather than killing the Ocelot. And so I think the most threatening card in my hand is a Johnny, so I'll just play that. And hopefully they have like hopefully they don't have a Fatal Push. Okay, no Fatal Push. Nice. Get to get the value train going. Don't mind that. No, 1/1 isn't too much value yet, but a couple more turns of this and we're going crazy. Oh, dodge. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. The island. Definitely not representing. Oh, that's a turn 3 Murktide. Oh, and I have all Fatal Pushes in hand. Okay, yeah, maybe Fatal Push is just worse than Flare. This is extremely bad. Somewhat of a play draw diff moment. Because I could have gotten a Boggart down or pressured more with the Ocelot, but also just I think I probably want Flare over Push. Or player in general, anyway. I mean, this is just so much pressure. Play a frog. Play a frog. One time. Frog. Main phase Undersea Sewers, huh? Okay. Um. Huh. Well, I can't cast any of the spells in my hand. So I guess I'll just pass the turn. If I draw exactly Flare into Swamp, I could get there. Or into Night Errant, maybe? But yeah, no, they got me pretty good. I wasn't expecting the Harbinger post board. That's surprising to me. Should have fetched a basic Swamp, I guess. Well, wouldn't have mattered anyway. That's alright. Yeah. I'm bringing in the Flare. I'm cutting. I mean, now I don't want to cost a lot. Now I'll cut my Thoughtseize, I think. That's alright. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll cut a Fatal Push, actually. Second Thoughtseize the Frog. Yeah. I'll just run it back. Alright. So I guess I should focus on fetching basics, so I'd probably boarding it out on the draw. This is kind of a banger. Can't fetch basics with this hand, unfortunately, but should be alright. So I'm probably just going to lead on Guide of Souls. I think I want to lead on Guide of Souls. So I could go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Grave Color up with Guide of Souls, try to take like a cheap removal spell or something, but I think I'd rather do this because I'm probably not taking a Fatal Push anyway, whether or not it kills the Guide of Souls. I guess I'll attack. So I kind of want to like Thoughtseize their turn 2 play, like if they have a Frog or a Bowmasters or whatever. Whoa. Interesting. So don't care about surgical, don't care about So I could take their Consider and then play Gravecrawler. I don't want to start scolding it because then it makes their Bowmasters worse. And then I have to preordain main phase and try to land. And then I can't play a 2-drop, which just destroys their curve. Yeah, I'm would have been for that. And if they miss on a land, they're just dead. Yeah, that's I'm just so fine with seeing that. Scolding out of the hand means that yeah, that's all right. So with Scolding out of the hand, that means that I can now resolve my 2-drop at peace after they preordain. So I'm probably going to be going like Marionette into untap Bowmaster's Knight Errant or something along those lines, or just holding up Bowmasters and attacking. Both of those should make things pretty awkward for my opponent. Hopefully they don't top deck Gully. Alright. Don't love that for me. That makes things harder. I could play Marionette. Could pass. What happens if I pass? They play Bowmasters, I flash Bowmasters, they drown unlock my issues. If they drown unlock my God of Souls, that's really bad for me. Yeah, I think I'll play Marionette. If they want to, well, I guess they can drown unlock it. If they want to, that's fine. It means I can try to set up like a Bowmaster and a Knight Errant. So mainly it's that I want to hold up mana next turn for Bowmasters. That's the main reasoning. Doing this pre-combat also lets me get in with the God of Souls. But basically, if I can hold up Bowmasters next turn, that's when it's really awkward for my opponent. Because then they want to go for an Archmage's Charm if they draw a land. Wow, okay, yeah. What is this? Surely they're not preordaining. Wouldn't you want to hold up Archmage? Nope, we're preordaining. Alright. Fine by me, I guess. What does it look like if a Fashion Bowmasters okay, so I need to draw a land, kind of. But I also don't want to draw land. Huh. So I think I'll... Okay, so if I draw a land, I can blow out Bowmasters in combat. Warren? Guess I just don't want Warren at all. Kind of bad. Then again, they're not going to be very good at answering it. But it is just like a dork. I've been it. Like, it's just a 3-mana 3/3 at this point. For the most part. Unless sports it anyway. Yeah, oh. Okay. Oh, this is not that easy, actually. So, I could go Ocelot, Bowmaster, Spray Combat, pump the Guide of Souls, go like, alright, you kill the Ocelot, that's fine, I'm gonna attack you for a bunch. But then the Archmages charm the Guide of Souls, and that does not work for me. So, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack with Guide of Souls. This'll presumably force out them playing the Bowmasters. I would hope. Nope. I mean, I guess fair enough. The reason I wanted to land is because I could go Bowmasters plus activate Spam myself. They went for Bowmasters. But in this case, yeah, you know what? I could just pass. So, okay. No, actually, I think I'm supposed to play the Ocelot. Yeah. I want things to happen because I'm not that far ahead where I can just like go pass, and the longer this goes on, the worse things look for you. This forces them to play the Bowmasters, and then I can Bowmasters the Bowmasters, and they untap with an Archmage's Charm that can like steal a 1-drop, which isn't great. What? No. 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 Come on. That I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that in the slightest. No. Nuh-uh. Yeah, no, I really don't like that from them. I don't understand why they would do that. So, what I could do is play Knight Errant, holding up Bowmasters. If they... Ooh, you know what? Yeah, actually. So I Knight Errant, holding up Bowmasters. Play Archmage's Charm. Then I can play Bowmasters, get myself the City's Blessing, and gain life. And then on end step, make 2 1/1s. Do I like that? Or do I just want to go attack for 3? What, they play Bowmaster, ping down the Ocelot. Kind of always ping down the Ocelot. Suppose they ping down the Ocelot if I play... they're not... no, I don't want to play Knight Errant out, though. But if I just attack... They've shown an unwillingness to play Bowmaster for some reason. No, I think actually them playing Bowmasters is kind of awkward for them. So I think I'm fine with attacking. Because I can play my own Bowmasters and then post-combat Spymaster's Vault and pump a creature up. Probably not discarding anything. Yeah, Bowmaster, the Ocelot. So do I want to do this before they block draft? Because they could double block the Guide of Souls, and then it's good for me. But on the other hand, no, I kind of want them to block the Guide of Souls. They won't, but I would like them to. Okay, so actually, I suppose I can let this happen. Do I want to, though? Yeah, I suppose so. Because now I'm going to go Bowmasters. Really, really... Okay, that's fine. Wanted this to resolve, yep. Okay, that's perfect. And now I'm going to spam Master's Vault here because they want to take the Guide of Souls, probably. The Archmage's Charm. Oh, okay. Well, 4 spells is very good for me. So what do I want to keep? I think it's Chthonian Nightmare. I was going to say, like, the only card in my deck that's better than... what do I call it? Better than Knight Errant is probably Chthonian. The upside of Knight Errant, or Chthonian as opposed to Knight Errant, is lets me attack while also getting value. And activate Spymaster's Vault. I don't think keeping a Johnny makes sense. Chthonian is like a Johnny if it also, like, did it, like, 3 times a turn. Alright, this is a lot of pressure for my opponent at this point, which they kind of need to deal with. If I get the Chthonian rolling, it's just going to be game. Okay, so I'm free to just move to combat, I think. They have this Archmage's Charm, which is really awkward, because if they steal this, I'm gonna fly the Bowmasters. Basically, if they only have one thing here, it's just not gonna be enough. If they have multiple things, then sure, there's like a conversation here, but one thing is not going to be enough. So I don't want to put the counters on something that the Archmage's Charm could steal. I'll put them here. I could have put them on the Guide of Souls, and then, like, if they steal it, I get to go kind of ham, but that lets them just, like, play a Merc and gain some life and have a really big stabilizing board. I don't love the idea of that. I'd rather they just played Bowmasters if they had that. And I don't know they have Bowmasters, but I do know they have Archmages. Speaking of Archmages, yep. Here's them taking the 5/5. But now they take 4, and then I'm going to play Chthonian. Do they have Force Negation? No, they do not. So I'm going to sack. Maybe I don't want the Guide of Souls anymore. Basically, I can sack, get back a Johnny, and then get back Marionette. Or, oh, are they dead? Can Marionette into Warren? I probably should play the Marionette for hand then. But, oh, but I can't. Yeah, I think this should be game. Oh, no, I can't. Wait, what am I talking? Yeah, this might, no, maybe I can't. We'll see. I think this is game. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay, yeah, no, I don't think this is game. So I can, oh no, this is. Because I can Warren, so I should have played the Marionette from hand instead of using the Thunder to get it back, whatever. Didn't think about me having lethal because I forgot I had a Marionette in the graveyard. Or a Warren in the graveyard, rather. So what I can do, sack this to make a treasure. Sack this, ping them for 1. Sack the Marionette. No, I can put them to 1. Put them to 1. Yeah, that's not quite good enough, because I can deal 2 here, and then play, and then sack the Marionette as well, and play Marionette, and then sack it, sack the 1/1, make treasure, sack the treasure, put them to 1. Okay, yeah, so I missed lethal. I should have played the Marionette first. Wasn't really thinking about that. But it's, I think, almost impossible for them to come back from this. They have to have something, like, really crazy. They're just under so much pressure. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to... The end of that sequence is them... No, maybe that was actually... No, the thing is that I could just play the mana next turn anyway, and if they have a counterspell. Like, they need to have a counterspell plus removal spell to even think about living, and then in that case, I think they're still pretty dead. Yeah, Murktide. Sure. kind of have to block. Can't really attack. Yeah. And yeah, okay, they're dead. They're super, super dead. In fact, they're dead on board and they know it. But I can also deal them like 20. Oh, I can actually definitely. Yeah, I was kind of trolling with like dealing them 20, but the Knight Errant honestly might make that pretty close. Yeah. Alright, skips it up. Nice. We take those. Well, on to the next one. Alright. I think this is an okay hand. Hopefully we're not playing against a control deck, or at least if it's a control deck, it's not Jeskai, because we do have a couple of fatal pushes that aren't great, but you know, Gaia Souls and Catania Nightmare are pretty good cards. You can play Bogart Troll on 3, maybe. Hoping to draw some creatures or lands, basically. Just most of the deck. In fact, 3 out of the 5 non-creature spells in the deck are in our hand, and of course we're just instantly playing against Jeskai when I asked not to, but that's okay. Get in for 1. No Giganta Companion, so keeping a bunch of fatal pushes is a little riskier, maybe, but I don't know. I stand by it. I think it's a fine hand. Because it is really just like, well, either I draw creatures or I draw lands, and I can play this Bogart Trawler as a creature, and then we can start doing things. Is this Spell Snare? Yeah, it's unfortunate. Nope, Galvanic. That is not as bad. I do need to keep in mind that I need to get the Cathania Nightmare out of here before a Path of the Skies comes down, which could be as early as turn 3, I suppose, so... So then again, Wrath of Skies on turn 3 just killing Chthonian isn't the biggest deal in the world, but... I don't know, this Knight Errant is looking really bad, and so are these Fatal Pushes. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to bowl the hand, but it's just like... It feels so bad. Fatal Push at least does something against most decks. Specifically, Jeskai, it's only killing a Flage, and... Uh-oh. Well, maybe this is Izzet Wizards, actually, and then I can kill a Tameo. This is Izzet Wizards, I feel a lot better about these pushes, and also about having Chthonian in play. Much rather it be Izzet. So, is it play Galvanic? Not sure about that. Carrion Feeder. Suppose I'll play it. And do I want to Chthonian? I think for the moment I don't even want to play the Bogart Trawler, so I won't Chthonian. The odds are they just kill whatever creature I have in play all the same. And in fact, I would rather it be Chthonian because I can fizzle energy off Galvanic by sacking it to itself. Yeah. Alright, so I do think this is Izzet. Because Jeskai, as far as I know, doesn't play Lightning Bolt. Yeah, Izzet probably plays Galvanic. I'm just tripping. Alright, play a Tameo, please. Oh, never lucky. Well, here's a Phyrexian Tower. I'll just slam the Bogart. Why not? Yeah. Wow, these fatal pushes are bad. It's crazy how much easier the game would have been if they were just Glaciers. This is why I don't run much removal in the main, but, you know. Of course, it's going to look bad against control and look good against Sagra. What are you going to do? Yeah, well, I guess they have a target now. As bad of a target as it is, I can at least shut off Flame of Anors. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Do you think we're just going to lose this game pretty handily if we don't draw something good? The issue is we don't even have a good creature in the graveyard. Ooh. Okay, maybe I just like push their board this turn. And that's fine. If I can trade off a bunch of cards here, then, you know, maybe Chthonian can carry. Are they Flame of Anoring now to flip the Tameo? That's so bad for me. Yeah. How am I ever beating a flip Tameo, to be honest? Did I have held up Fatal Push, I guess? Oh, that's how. Oh, we're so back. What? Okay. Play a Johnny. You wouldn't subtlety me. Oh, you wouldn't. I mean, I might as well Fatal Push the Snapcaster. That's so brutal. Gonna have to top it. Ugh. I suppose I play a Johnny like this, holding up Rex. Ay. I'm skipping. I think I've had enough. Alright, well, let's get these Fatal Pushes out of here. I think could bring in Portable Hole since it's both sides of Cameo. That's honestly my best bet. Hitting so bad to Flame of an Aura though. Yeah, no, I'm gonna bring in Thoughtseizes. Oops. Relax. Yeah, and I'm just gonna cut to Sumi, I think, for another Thoughtseize. Yeah, run it back. Cameo. Convert Polarity. Giving Izzet too much time is just kind of an issue. Like, if you just give them room to use their counter spells, you're gonna lose. But yeah. Well, no, being on the play should help a lot, at least. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna mulligan this. So what does my curve out look like is the question. I think I play Ocelot Pride because it just max punishes them if they don't have a turn 1 removal spell. And then I'm probably playing like Gravecrawler or Shadowy Background too if they do. The lands in the hit are a bit awkward because I can't play double 1-drop on 2. I could hold up Bowmasters if I wanted to if they didn't kill the Ocelot. They just went like Island. Well, they went Island Preordained, so I think I'm just probably slamming Guide of Soul. Some energy off the cat. I think that's probably better. Carrion Feeder, huh? If I played the Guide of Souls, I could go like Gravecrawler, sack it, Carrion Feeder, recast Gravecrawler, pump it, but I still think that like making a 1/1 is pretty similar anyway. Don't need more lands. And yeah, now I kind of have 2 must kills, which is where I want to be in this matchup, really. Like, this is play draw diff to the max, right? Like, they're on the play, they can handle this a lot easier. But now I'm going like, well, you kind of need to kill both of these because I'm gonna make 2 energy pre-combat and oh, I guess we're playing Pyroclasm. All right. Well, I mean, that's just no good. I might as well not play the Bowmasters here. Yeah, that's not great. Duration? I'll Bowmasters now, why not? In case they like put a Consider in their hand or something, or find a land for counter. Wow. I mean, Pyroclasm, not just that it's a 2-for-2, but also that it just completely removes my whole clock, just all my tempo out of the window, gone, adios. Zoop. It's rough. Alright, now the subtlety, that's alright. Putting it on the top, I think it's just a good enough card in this matchup. Just don't kill the Ocelot. Just not so much to ask for, I think. In my opinion. They would have to find their move spell off the explosive iteration. They pretty clearly don't have it. Well, I guess it's not pretty clear because they had the Pyroclasm. I guess if I had gone Guide of Souls into Pump It would have gone a lot better, but it's also kind of awkward into 1-for-1 removal. That kind of play. Fireball Canal untapped. Blue. We love to see that. Alright, Ocelot probably lives to see another day. Every 1-1 is like a significant amount of pressure against a deck that is really all in on 1-for-1 removal. Like, these 1-1s are just going to be difficult to deal with. I'm not going to play around a second Pyroclasm. I would assume they have like 2 tops in their sideboard. Maybe 3 if they're like an animal, but whatever. But I'm just not going to play around another one. So, what about subtlety, I suppose? Aren't I? I'd be correct not to play the Bowmasters because of subtlety. Oh, if they have subtlety, it's so bad for me. If they have subtlety, then they get to eat the Ocelot Pride is the issue. But I don't know. So bad to play the Carrion, the Bowmasters into getting subtlety. Like, I just lose on the spot. They had a Karen Feeder pre-combat. And then now I'll swing out. If they have subtlety, yeah, you got me. But I'm gonna make the Gravecrawler. Ooh. Okay, 2 free. 2 free. I guess I'll sack it to itself. I don't really feel like sacking my whole board. That's weird to me. Could just respond by killing the Ocelot. Surely the tokens on my end step are an issue. Do they have another Pyroclasm? I guess that would make sense, because then they don't want me having it in play because I can attack my creatures and make a big board, and also it would let me recast the Grave Crawler. They really have a second Pyroclasm? Okay. They can like jam draw 2 on Flame of Manor to try to bait me into playing Bowmaster. Snapcaster, huh? Okay, fair enough. I guess they get to kill the Ocelot. Well, in that case, I'm just slamming the Bowmasters so they can't Flame of Manor on their turn. Alright, I guess fair enough. I don't know. Didn't really seem wise to try to save the Carrion Feeder in that spot. Maybe I should have. Would have been. Though they I don't know. I played my Bowmasters and sack my tokens to it, and then they just Snapcaster and kill it anyway. Oh, surely not. You wouldn't Pyroclasm me again. No. Alright. Okay, yeah, double Pyroclasm is gonna do the trick. Well. Run it back. Run it back. Alright, round 5, and on the draw, but only 1/1 draw, so we can't keep the. Yeah. Alright. I'll just bottom Gravecrawler, I think. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Interesting. Because of the Guide of Souls and not having double white, though I'm on the draw, I have a lot of looks at double white. It's a lot better if I find it. I also think I can lead on Guide of Souls. It's theoretically better for me. I really don't want to get hit by Kozak's Command. Okay, another one. Yep. So, yeah, here's the thing, right? Wait, I'll stop by to play Bowmasters the following turn, but I don't really see a reason for that. I'd rather play Guide of Souls. If I hit double white, it's a lot better for me. If I don't, I still get to play Ocelot Pride, and it's kind of the same. Still better because I end up +1 energy. This is a lot of mana. Also, I suppose, yeah. Kozak's Command is fingers crossed. No Kozak's Command. Can't really beat it. Well, not really much else with this mana cost, I suppose. Yeah. I really need a plains here. I really need a plains. Otherwise, I'm just unbelievably cooked. Am I supposed to play a Gemini? No. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guide of Souls is still the higher upside play, and I'm pretty dead here, so I don't think it matters what I do. They could just go, like, land Devourer of Destiny or whatever, and just why bother? Or just slam Ring. I think to have any sort of chance, I need to build a massive board with Ocelot triggers, and Guide of Souls helps me achieve that. If I draw planes, I can go Ocelot plus a Johnny. That would be good. Wouldn't be quite at City's Blessing, though, because yeah, it wouldn't be quite City's Blessing, unfortunately, but I don't really see what other choice I have. I just kind of pretend that all stuff isn't a card at this point. I'm far enough behind, I think. I mostly just need to be able to beat. Like a Devourer of Destiny is what I'm playing around. I have another Kozak's Command here. It's kind of whatever. Yeah. Still just need a plains. Still just any white source. But this is, I mean, they've 2-for-1 me twice on the play. They have like 16 billion mana. It's difficult to even think that I could have a chance of clawing my way back in. I guess I'll keep it on top. I don't know. Yeah. Is there any point in playing Ocelot? Suppose I might as well play Ocelot over. Is that true? No, because I would get 3 energy and be able to attack with guides, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I have any land, they can put it into power into play off Ugins and then cast it. So the the best case scenario for me is that they don't have lands or relevant spells. I'm not sure what that could be, except for like 16 ancient strings or whatever, and no green mana to cast it. I kept Marionette on top because it like theoretically helps achieve explosive kills. Um, but you know, any sort of out is kind of a pipe dream at this point. It really requires my opponent's deck to just completely fail to function if we're gonna have any sort of chance. Ring, Karn. Yeah, Karn. Karn's bad. I get to kill Karn if they get something irrelevant. 3 mana. Trinis. I guess Trinisphere would kind of be an issue actually. Huh. Funny. Though, I'd be surprised if they got Trinisphere. I feel like they would surely have like gas to get better. Metal. Yeah, no. Metal coating's reasonable. Oh wait. Hello? Oh. Wait. No, no. They threw. They just completely threw. What a terrible play. But this is winnable. What an abysmal play. Can't hit the spawn because I need the energy. I'm attacking the Karn for 3, so I need to ping it, so I'll just go face. Yeah, so if they just done it on their turn, then I wouldn't have been able to get up to 3 energy with this Guide of Souls to kill the Karn. Wow. Complete and utter throw. And this means that not only the Karn is dead, but also the card they got off at Liquid Mana Coating is just a 0. You just straight nothing. Obviously, I can turn all my lands into artifacts and draw another Karn and whatever, but like, yeah, no, just truly awful play from our opponent. Really, honestly, impressive stuff that they must just feel bad about how this game's gone and trying to give me a chance by just time walking themselves. All right, I accept. Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, there is now a glimmer of hope present, I suppose. Karn down. Nice. Ocelot, trigger. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next turn, City's Blessing is going to be pretty easy to turn on. And then we're going to play like Marionette with a land. Marionette plus a Johnny would maybe make it so that all this does is actually just not an issue anymore. That being said, it's going to come down this turn, I think. Please just be a Devourer of Destiny. Yeah. I don't know. Ooh. I mean, that's not nothing. They no longer have enough mana to play Devour Destiny if they don't have one in hand. They should be making my lands artifacts in case they draw a lot of cards, but that's fine. I'm not going to remind them. Only enough Tron, I guess? Don't know how much that matters. If I can go Marionette into Knight Errant, that's a pretty big board. I could even set up a combo with that if I find the right things. Excavation Map. Well, there's Tron. But that's next turn. So next turn they can Devour of Destiny me. Sure, I don't really care. Mindstone doesn't really matter. Okay, I guess it's possible. suppose it's possible. Oh. Oh. Gravecrawler too, huh? Well, I am not playing around all this dust. I'll tell you that. They have a second all this dust, they got me. But now I think I might be able to win. Soultrader? There's an argument to not playing out Gravecrawler because they could exile it, but Twitter. Do I want a second Ajani or do I want a Bowmasters? Both are 2 bodies, but Ajani is slightly better, I think. Yeah. Alright. I mean, look. I can beat a Devourer of Destiny. That's what I can do. They're gonna Expedition map for Tron. Dugan's Labyrinth, Devour into hand. Play Tron, have 7, 8, 9, 10 mana available, so they could sack a, well, plus the Mind Stones. They could sack a Mind Stone. They could maybe find something here, but maybe they're just like, Devour is good enough. I mean, if I can, the fact that I can even consider winning this game is crazy. They should exile the Marionette, which is already in play, so I don't think playing the Gravedigger is incorrect per se. Unless I hit like Marionette and not Gravecrawler off the Night Errant. But the extra pressure and the ability to find Night Errants is worth it. Yeah, if they don't hit the Marionette, they're probably gonna straight up die on my turn. If they do, this isn't all. It's just I'm gonna cry. Okay, it's just the Devourer. Yep. Just big fat ravenous chupacabra. All right. They exiled a Johnny. They somehow found the worst creature on my board to kill. That's almost impressive. That's terrible. What? Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna play Warren. I mean, they're dead to this if they don't have something. I mean, no shot, right? If they've got something, it's that was the window. Really? I won this game? Oh. Okay. Kozak's command still saves them because they can. I I have just no clue at all how I won that game. I really was not supposed to. After that early game, oh my, the deck is busted. All right, well, Damping Sphere, Thought Seizes, no need for Flare of Malice. Really, no need for Fatal Push. Not much need for 2 cards. I feel like Bowmaster is here. I don't think Cannon Feeder is very good here. All right, gotta run it. Wow, that was the fact that I won that game is crazy. After them all is dusting me. I mean, the Karn time locking themselves the Karn was really bad on their part. If they had gotten a Trinisphere, I would have been pretty dead. Just like a lot of other really no. Oh, hitting the Ajani was pretty bad as well, I'm not gonna lie. They would have gotten more time if they had just hit the Marionette. I'm gonna keep this. This is pretty good. Fairly good. Yeah. But I will lead on. War and Soultrader, huh? So I think I'll lead on Guide of Souls. Since I'm always just playing Ocelot on 2, I really want to get that thing rolling, and it's unlikely that I have another drop that I want to play instead. Like that, a 2 drop that I would rather play, like Ocelot into Guide of Souls. And I think the one consideration is that if they have Cossacks command, then hitting Guide of Souls is worse for me. Because Ocelot Pad's kind of mopey without Guide when it's coming down on turn 2. Don't have it, please. That's okay. They didn't have it. They had Glaring Speaker? Why are they? Alright, that's fine, I guess. Oh, that's actually a good draw. I got a Swamp, Gravecrawler, Onslaught Pride. I could have maybe attacked and had the Bowmasters, but I don't know. I don't think I'm not that worried about Fletchraker here. Yeah. Marionette wins me the game if they don't have anything. It's a lot of mana though. There's a bit of mana. Yeah, I mean Fletchraker's seem pretty good here, I suppose, but okay, another one. Well, I really need them not to have another little spell here. This point, stuff like map is just a ramp spell. All right, we're just passing. I mean, this is playable. Maybe they have a command that they're not that they want to play at instant speed. Another Soultrader. All right. One of these days I'll draw my other combo piece. One of these days. Slam it. They can kill a God of Souls. That's really bad. They have a command. If they have a command, I'm pretty cooked. No, I know I said that last game as well. But the Fleshshakers are going to kill me, so they don't actually have that much time to fail to do anything relevant. I will just die to them casting spells by accident at random. I think I'm attacking like this. Yeah, putting the counters on the Ocelot. Game, please. Alright, there we go. It's gonna be a yes for me, sir. I'm gonna put the counters on the Ocelot. No. 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 Wait. Oh, please draw a card. Oh, please draw a card. I mean, please don't have it, but also please draw a card, because I clearly have it. Man. Maybe I should have put the counters on the Guide of Souls, because they're gonna kill the Ocelot. I would assume they would do it pre-combat. Kind of silly of them not to. Are they drawing a card? Or just making Eldrazi? I assume they're making Eldrazi. How do I see? Oh, yeah, no, I can. Unlucky. Ooh, I'm gonna take a lot of damage here, actually. Yeah, that's actually a lot of damage. Jesus. I assume that's why they decided to make Eldrazi. Because it's a lot of damage. Yuck. Yeah. Oh, I probably should have made infinite energy, huh? Guess it doesn't really matter. Most likely. I guess it could. Because I can recast the Great Pillar, remember. Doesn't do anything because I just lose life, gain it back, but I gain infinite energy. So maybe that could have opened an attack up next turn or something, but I would not be shocked if I literally just died to Fleshraker pings here. they can just chain a couple spells together, or if they have a command. Karn's pretty bad for me. I think I want to sack the treasures in response. Not sure how much Bowmasters will actually do to help, but yeah, so Karn. Oh, and they have 5 mana? Okay, they have to have something better than their stupid 2-drop this time around. Surely. They get something terrible off Karn, maybe. They're probably gonna get Ring, actually, aren't they? Yeah, it's just gonna be Ring. Ugh. Yuck. I don't like this. Well, game 3 on the play, I can't get commanded early again, so that'll be nice. Can't just start slamming 3-drops onto it. Am I dead? They're casting a 7-drop, so I'm presumably dead. Okay, yeah. They found the line. Yep, this is going to be any 7-drop. Most likely... Oh. Alright. Okay. I guess that works. Wait. Don't they... Oh, yeah, no, I guess each sign is 4 damage. Yeah, okay. Alright, fair enough. Does that make me want to change anything? I guess I can play a couple of flares. Do I want to do that? No. Just doesn't. I don't know. I don't think I really respect it that much. Maybe I can like a Bowmaster for a flare. Fine. Alright. Finally on the play, and screw it, we ball. Screw it. Let's go. 1 lander. No fear. No fear. I'm playing Guide because I'm always playing Ocelot, and if I draw land, then things go really well for me. I mean, this is so busted if I draw land. If I draw land, I get off to a fast enough start where if they just like Follows Dust on turn 4, Marionette will kill them. I'm not sure if Tron Land is good or bad for me. I assume good. Huh. Okay. Sure. I think we're gonna get all this dust really hard here probably, but if they don't have all this dust, I feel pretty good about my chances. But, you know. Because these Ocelots are gonna go pretty crazy. Oh, don't play an Expedition map. Alright, well if they have Natty Tron, then they have Natty Tron. I don't know. I just play my cards in the order I see as optimal. Maybe it was a greedy keep. I am willing to hear such conjecture. Putting the counters on the Ocelot, because they could, like, Kozak's command the Guide and then make Scions and chump sack the Ocelots to deny life gain. And I wouldn't want to see that. And Guide of Souls is more pressure in the short term anyway. Yeah, if I'd been able to hit a land to get this Marionette down, all of this wouldn't be as much of an issue. They have Natty Tron. Okay. No Wallace Dust. One time, no Wallace Dust. Please. No. Okay. That's kind of bad for me because they get to take my Marionette. But still could be worse because if they had all this dust, they would have slammed it every time. And they probably don't have 1 ring either. So maybe they're just going to die. Wait, what? Oh, this one makes... Oh, my... Okay. That's an issue. Wait, they didn't take the Marionette? Huh? That was a... I think they just threw the whole game. I'm not gonna lie. I think they just lose because of that. Oh, well done, opponent. I mean, they could still get... Oops. Wrong card. They could still, get out of this if they have... what? An Ocelot, and I'll just attack the cat and give it flying. I'm gonna make so much energy on my end step here. Yeah, why not? So, If they have Kozilek's command to kill the marionette and then all is dust, sure, they got me. If they do not, oh man. Okay, so make a couple creatures, and then make a few more creatures, a couple more creatures. I think that is more than 14 or 13 even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 17, but marionette doesn't count, so 16, but servo doesn't count, so 15. So yeah, if they just all dust here, they're dead. This is kind of what I was talking about. They they can't really it's not a problem. They have a lot of mana here to be fair. Bushshaker? That's okay. That's fine. Ooh. Oh wait. Oh, I have more servos that I forgot about. Oh Oh no, they're gonna die to the Bowmaster / Ring Trigger anyway, though, I think. Okay. Whee! Lots of triggers. Alright, not bad. And they scoop it up. Alright, well, just a 3-2 unfortunately, but it is what it is. That was a fun last match. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was enough triggers to kill them. I think it was like 12 or whatever, but they were dead to Ring and Bowmasters and whatnot. So yeah, Onslaught Pride. Yeah, see, not taking the Marionette, just a massive throw. I think my opponent could have probably easily won both the games they lost if they had just played a little better, but you know, is what it is. It is League after all. So yeah, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, etc. Also check out my Patreon, link in the description, some sort of content on this archetype. I don't think it's, disclaimer, I do not think it is tier 1 currently, any version of the deck, but I think post-Nadu there's definitely some consideration, and it's also just kind of a lot of fun, very interesting, so I definitely recommend giving it a whirl if you like this kind of deck. And yeah, that'll do it for the video. I will see you in the next one. Bye!